We are numb. Have you noticed that? Everything is loud, bright, high definition, and yet we feel gray. We live in the most comfortable era in human history. You have a supercomputer in your pocket. You have food delivered to your door in 20 minutes. You have climate control. You have entertainment on demand. And yet, look at the eyes of the people on the subway. Look at your own eyes in the mirror at 3 a.m. We are terrified, not of lions, not of starvation. We are terrified of feeling. You know, we have built a civilization dedicated to one single goal: anesthesia. If you feel sad, there is a pill. If you feel bored, there is a screen. If you feel lonely, there's an app that seems. If you feel lonely, there's an app that simulates connection without the risk of rejection. We have bubble wrapped our souls. We are trying to build a life where nothing can hurt us. We want to be robust, like a rock, unmovable. But there's a price for this safety. When you numb the pain, when you numb the joy, when you block the cold, you forget how to create your own heat. We have become a generation of glass, pristine, transparent, and completely shattered by the slightest touch. Arthur Schopenhauer saw this coming. The old pessimist. He understood the trap of the human condition better than any modern coach. He said that life is a pendulum, and it swings backward and forward between 2 points: pain and boredom. When we are struggling, when we are hungry or heartbroken or poor, we are in pain. We fight to escape it, we hustle, we work, we strive, and then we succeed. We get the safety, we get the comfort, and the pendulum swings to the other side. Boredom. Existential, crushing boredom. That feeling that nothing matters. The feeling that you are safe, but you are not alive. This is where most of you are right now. You are rotting on the safety you fought so hard to build. You eliminated the wolves, and now you are being eaten by the domestic dogs. The system tells you the answer is more safety, more comfort. Just relax, they say. Just heal. But you don't need to heal. You need to break. People love that word, resilience. They put it on posters, they teach it in schools. They tell you the story of the phoenix, the bird that burns to ash and rises again, exactly as it was. I don't want you to be resilient. This is a tragedy. Think about it. To burn, to suffer, to die, only to come back to the starting line? That is not a victory, that is a curse. That is Sisyphus pushing the rock up the hill forever. Resilience is just survival. It is resisting the shock and staying the same. A rock is resilient until you hit it hard enough and it turns to dust. I'm talking about something else. The only rule that matters in a rigged game. Anti-fragility. Nassim Taleb gave us the new myth, not the phoenix. The Hydra. In Greek mythology, the Hydra is a monster. If you cut off one of its heads, it doesn't just survive, it grows two heads back in its place. The Hydra loves the sword, the Hydra needs the attack. Without the enemy, the Hydra stays small. With the enemy, it becomes a god. You are trying to be the phoenix. You are just trying to get through the week. You are surviving the breakup. You are surviving the job loss. You are trying to get back to normal. But normal is what made you weak. Stop trying to survive the sword. Be the Hydra. Let the sword hit you and grow two heads back. Let me give you an image. Hold this in your mind when you walk. Think of a candle. A candle is fragile. If you blow on a candle, the wind kills it. It needs a glass box. It needs silence. It needs peace. Now think of a forest fire. If you blow on a fire, does it go out? No. It gets bigger. It screams. It consumes the oxygen. It turns the wind, the very thing that destroys the candle, into fuel. The wind is the same. The chaos is the same. The result is opposite. The anti-guru truth is this. The system, your parents, the doctors, the HR department, they want you to be the candle. They want you steady, dim, safe, easily controlled. But your soul wants to be the fire. Your soul is starving for the wind. But how? How do you do this when you can barely get out of bed? You have to look down. We are obsessed with ascending, with high vibes. But the alchemists knew better. Before you can make gold, you must go through the nigredo. The blackening, the putrefaction. You have to rot. Carl Jung said, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. The depression you feel, the darkness, this is not a mistake. This is the soil. You are seed buried in the dirt. If the seed stays safe, it dies a seed. It has to break. It has to be crushed by the weight of the earth so it can become the tree. You are treating your pain like a virus. You are trying to cure it. Stop cure it. Listen to it. What is this darkness telling you? It is telling you that the life you are living is too small for the person you are becoming. So, keep walking. This walk you're on, it isn't a commute. It's a ritual. Stop asking for the wind to stop blowing. The economy is broken? Good, that's the wind. She left you? Good, that's the fuel. You don't know who you are? Good. That is the open space where the fire starts. If you are fragile, you hide. If you are resilient, you endure. However, if you are anti-fragile, you look at the chaos, you look at the empty sky, and you say, more. Nietzsche called it amor fati, love of fate. Not tolerating your fate, loving it, loving the disaster. Because the disaster is the only thing that proves you are real. It's cold out here. I know. But the cold is the only reason you need to burn. Don't be the glass. Don't be the rock. Don't be the candle. Be the fire, my friend, and let it burn. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribe to the channel. And in the description link, you can also support this channel by getting yourself a piece of art. See you in the next video. El Psy Conguru.